Good morning, I'm Dr. Karry Chant from New South Wales Health with the COVID-19 update for Friday the 15th of October. There were 399 locally acquired cases of COVID reported in New South Wales in the 24 hours to 8 p.m. last night. 85,000 COVID tests were reported during that period. In terms of vaccination, it's pleasing to see we've achieved 91.4% of those 16 and over have received their first dose and 77.8% are fully vaccinated. In the 12 to 15-year-old age groups, we've got 72% have had their first dose and 26% are fully vaccinated. In terms of hospitalizations, we've got currently 677 COVID cases admitted to hospital, with 145 people in intensive care, 77 of whom require ventilation. Today I'm sadly reporting the death of 4 people, 2 women and 2 men. A man in his 70s from southwestern Sydney died at Campbelltown Hospital, where he had acquired his infection. A woman in her 80s died at St George Hospital, and she was a resident of the Elite Beechwood Aged Care Facility, where she acquired her infection. A man in his 50s from Western Sydney died at St Vincent's Hospital, and a woman in her 80s from southwestern Sydney died at Liverpool Hospital. Can I extend my sincere condolences to the families of those who died. In terms of our sewage surveillance, New South Wales' ongoing sewage surveillance program has detected fragments of virus in sewage samples in some areas where we haven't currently got cases. So it's a big call out to those communities to please get tested if you have symptoms. Hallidays Point, Wagoolga, West Wyalong and Galarganbone. In terms of the key messages for the community, I'd like to take this opportunity to both thank the community for continuing to get tested and for following those COVID-safe practices, ensuring you're wearing a mask, keeping that physical distancing and limiting your interactions with others as we take this time to continue to strive to get the highest vaccine coverage we can. Otagi last week issued some guidance around the need for a 3-dose schedule for those that have got immunosuppressed. So those people such as people on renal dialysis, people that are on cancer treatments or particular medications which mean that you don't mount as good immune response are asked to have 3 doses as part of their primary course. So if you fall into any of those categories, please call your GP and ask about whether you need a 3rd dose, and if so, arrange one promptly. Also next week we've got our schools starting to go back. We've got kindergarten, years 1 and year 12. So just a reminder that children can sometimes experience very minimal symptoms with COVID. So please be cautious if your child has any symptoms. Please get them tested and keep them home from school. We want to keep our schools as safe as possible. In terms of, whilst it is pleasing to see that our vaccination rates have really increased, we need to strive for the protection of all. So again, a big ask to the community. Please reach out and check your friends and family and see if any of them need assistance making a booking for a vaccination or need help getting there. Remember that pharmacies have access to vaccination, GPs, or there are also some state clinics that are operating. As we learn to live with COVID, please continue to take those protective actions. Continue to test if you get symptoms, keep that physical distance and wear a mask, particularly in those indoor settings. Thank you for all of your efforts as we continue to strive to keep the community safe.